You studied what again? Engineering. Agriculture. And now you're a photographer. A professional one at that.
Yes.
Why? Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Shall We Spoon, and I remain your host, TJ. Well, today's segment, we're having someone special, a businessman. You know, people that they are gurus in their field. They are all those icons. I'm talking about someone who is very good in photography, a very, very creative person. I would consider him a creative. Yeah. Think you're in that section. Please, can you introduce yourself?
Hello everyone, good afternoon. My name is Oyebanja Aderinsola and it's a pleasure to be here. I'm popularly known as Ade Short.
Ade Short. Is that why you're wearing shorts today?
No.
All right. So, thank you for being here firstly. And by the way, Happy New Year, everybody.
My pleasure. Happy
New Year. You know, it's a new year. This is 2025. Before we go into the whole podcasting, I want to ask, how's last year been for you? What's that Spotify? What is it called? Spotify rap. What's your 2024? Reality rap now.
Funny enough, my Spotify rap had Isheoluwa as number one because, right. truly, I would just say it's been God. It was God throughout and I just want him to continue to be God.
Okay, now let's get into business. You started your photography business. Can I call it photography business?
Yeah.
Okay. You started the business last year, right?
Yes. Specifically last year.
Yeah. How's the journey been?
Well, how they say, no ride is easy. Particularly, it has had its rough patch and had its good times, but I think I prefer the good ones better than the rough. I would say the good ones came in more for someone starting so small, and for someone starting virtually at that period, and obviously, the issue of T-Pain and all those things.
The funny thing you said now, that T-Pain, almost all the guests have been having, lately, everybody's just still referencing T-Pain.
No, truthfully, 2024 had these setbacks, major setbacks, because, things that would normally achieve with so little an amount was now being achieved with so bogus an amount. And it was kind of annoying, I wouldn't lie. It stressed us.
Everybody. It stressed everybody.
A lot of people.
Basically Nigerians.
And it pushed a lot of people to the edge, but to the glory of God, we're
Nigerians now.
We're still here. Nigerians will always survive.
Yeah, definitely. Right, So I want to ask you now, what has been your drive so far? Let me ask you a true question. What sparked your interest in photography? Was it passion, or was it the fact that you're in Nigeria and you have to do something? There are people like this. Hold on. There are people like current people in Nigeria now. They be like, oh man, now because I don't see anything to do, I just go do this thing, and they're doing fine. They're making serious money. Do you understand? And I feel like, I want to pursue this thing. This is my passion and everything. And they're also doing fine. So to you, what's your story?
Well, like I said, I started the Ade Short this year. Last year rather. Okay. But I had been into photography since 2022.
Okay.
Thereabout. I think we were on strike then. And I just felt, okay, while staying at home, And the drive for me was the fact that my siblings, older siblings, even before they gained admission into the university, all of them had learned something handy that they could do. And, it helped them even while they were in school.
Cool, yeah.
And those were one of the challenges that I faced while in school. I didn't have any handiwork. So it was basically just school and church and, the normal usuals.
Right.
There was nothing particularly that I was doing with my hands back in school, except from you're an engineer and all that kind of.
Thank you. Now that's where I'm moving to today's topic. Shall we spill?
Yeah.
So you brought out the topic now. The topic of today is talking about this is a kind of thing where we talk about controversial stuff and all that. It's talking about you studied what again? Engineering.
Agriculture.
You guys don't know how big that course is. Agriculture alone is one course. Engineering again. So now you studied agricultural engineering and now you're a photographer.
Yeah.
A professional one at that.
Yes.
Why? The question is why? What are you looking for?
Honestly. I wouldn't say it was easy. The truth is, everybody, they say man proposes, God disposes.
Yeah, definitely.
And then you are studying something and you're like, okay, when I'm done, every child's dream. When I'm done, I just
wanted to be an aeronautic engineer. Bro, I'm studying economics. See the difference?
Trust me, it was a huge risk that I had to take because it was more like betting on myself to be good at this thing. And I had to work twice as hard.
Really?
Than everybody because I was coming into a new career path. I was coming into something I wasn't used to. Fine, I had learnt a bit of it. I learnt in WAPA, the Women Affiliation Program in Badagry. And I learned that 2 years ago. And after 2 years, I think during my service year, yes, I did a little of photography. In fact, I was managing a studio.
Really?
Because I served in Abeokuta and I was helping the man manage the studio. But I wasn't getting much of the photography vibes. And so I had to
the location again matters.
Exactly. So while I was trying to look for a job and nothing was forthcoming, I just said, okay, I'll take up this photography since it's something I've been passionate about because I remember even in camp in Niger State, I joined their photography section inside.
Those only locations in there. You don't reach Northwest South. This guy.
You know how Nigeria is now. You can't sit as a man. You can't even sit in one place. I wouldn't advise it. So there were so many things I had to put in place and just, okay, let me just deal with this photography. And to the glory of God.
Now, it boils me down to this question. I think this is what everything's all about now. Surviving Nigeria with a vocational skill. You know, let's be honest. People say this thing that there are no white collar jobs. There is, but looking at the population, statistically speaking,
you have to have long legs to get there. Yeah,
it is. I think there's a study that says we produce at least if not over 50,000 graduates every year.
Yeah,
and if you look at the percentage of job available, let's say the job can only take at least 5,000. The remaining 45, what are they doing?
Well,
I don't know. Don't say anything. Hold on, because it seems like let me go there yet. So the many what are they doing? And you know, everybody wants to do something. Everybody wants to. You know, the thing I said in the last podcast, I was telling the guests, I was like, if you're a Nigerian, you are born in Nigerian, life is one step ahead of you.
Exactly.
It's 1-0. You need to recognize. No man.
You are born a man.
2-0. So you understand? So the thing is, how has it been? You understand? Like, I feel like I'm still in school though. What I'm seeing, everybody's telling me, oh, there's no job outside though. But somebody just sign out, done it. You never enter market too. There's a job no day. So you understand? So how do you survive? Because like it or not, you need to do something.
Definitely.
So how are you thriving? How has life been?
Well,
let me ask you one question now. Okay. Let me put it this way. Would you still take a job? You said study what? Agricultural agri. Yeah. Would you still take a job, a white collar job for that same agricultural engineering? Or still pursue a professional career in photography? Which one would you pick?
The truth is, they actually don't hinder each other. If I'm being fair.
All right.
If I'm being fair, they don't hinder each other. Okay, let me digress a bit.
All right.
And that's the fact of people tending to ignore education. You have many youths nowadays, they are like, education is scam, or blah, 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 like that. I can boldly say education is not scam. Education is something that gives you an edge over others. Now, I'm not saying others are not equally qualified. There are so many people that didn't go to school and they are doing quite well in life.
100.
So, but I'm just saying education gives you
an edge,
a leverage.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you enter a caliber of some people and when they hear you speak, they don't even want to know what you are worth.
Yes, exactly.
They don't want to know what you carry yet, but they are ready to listen and pay attention to you. That's what education can do. Now, education with grace is another thing entirely. And you already know that grace is God in the race.
Definitely.
You get, when you have God, I believe backing it up with education is just going to like, you know, it feels like a dream. That's exactly. Just it. And I think that's where I would say I came in. I would just give glory to God because I would say I got grace where I wasn't expecting it in my field. Now, I as an agricultural engineer, when I came out, I was like, okay, I was hell-bent on doing the whole agricultural engineering.
That's serious money.
Honestly.
Serious money. I know what I'm talking about. Guys, you don't know how big that costs. Serious money.
I'd spent 5 years in school plus the extra COVID
Nigeria and everything.
Exactly. So many things happening and, you know, it just felt like at some point I was depressed. Like I was like,
funny, that was
God,
our last
exactly.
thing, yeah.
Yet I was like, what's going on? Like already I'm steps behind, and my friends have gone ahead. I just needed something different, something that would put me out there. And when the whole photography gig came, thank God I had support from my mom, particularly.
Okay.
Because when I told her, you know, if it was any other parent, she would have been like, you read the engineering for so long and now you're saying photography.
How will I say it? It's a very drastic, the way you pivot, like the way you changed and everything to turn. Let's say, okay, you studied your course now. You can still say, okay, you're working in an electronic, because okay, that's your field. But photography, like, to camera. You understand? You're taking pictures. Yeah, that's why I called you a creative at the beginning. Yeah. You are someone who, like, you need to bring out something out of nothing with your imagination.
Yes.
And with all your background in, you understand?
Yeah.
In engineering. How did you, I've seen your work. That's what I'm saying all this thing. I know what you can do. Yeah. So the fact that you're able to bring out something beautiful is still surprising.
Well, engineering, what is engineering? Engineering has to do with technological creation.
Yeah. Electronics.
When you are trying to create something technologically.
True.
Our photography is an artistic creation.
Okay.
So
I see the connection there.
Let's just say you are just trying to create something artistically when it comes to photography. You are trying to draw with light.
Okay.
Light is our pencil, just like an artist will draw with, brush and what's it called. So light is our own pencil. We're drawing with light with the use of a camera. So I'll just say it's not rocket science. Okay. And I wouldn't say it's something that easy. It takes dedication. I won't even call myself a pro yet, because we still have so many bosses up there. And so even my boss that I work with now is still one of the top up there, and is a daily motivation for me myself to want to get to that level where he is now. Like, he's doing very, very fine. So those are things that gives me the drive to want to be better at what I'm doing. Like, okay, every time I say, okay, there's this what's it called, Snapchat sound that I love using. You want to sleep. You want buy Lambo. Exactly. You get, like, I just give myself that drive that, okay, if these people can do this, they don't have two heads, and they are doing fine in the industry. Definitely there must be something that people are missing out of. So why not key into that and and that was
you also answered my first question. If you had to take between an engineering course and like that, have you seen metrics now?
Yeah.
They give you a blue pill and a red pill. Like, choose one. So if the opportunity presents itself now I'm talking like after this podcast, now you go something like, you have a job opportunity for you. Come to this place. Since you studied agricultural engineering, would you like, okay, photography? See you next time. Then, because it's serious money. Would you still follow your passion in photography? I'll be like, since I went to school, you shouldn't waste. So what would you do?
Seriously, there's a way to not answer this question online. It would have been nice. Okay. But I think for me, I'll still probably go with my passion, because my passion is what actually drives me, and I've had more time to deal with that passion now than before. So I'll still stick to my passion, which is the photography.
Yes. That is nice. Wow. So let me ask you, what are the downside? We've been talking about the good parts, passion, and what are the downside to this?
Now, the downside.
Let me tell you one thing. You would. It's better not to start something that you won't finish. Do you understand? It leaves you void. You get. If you're to start something, you should know the upside and the bad side. One man food is another one.
Yeah, definitely.
So you now currently, I want you to be very realistic. What are the things use your life as an example? The things because someone might be watching and be like, photography, what are the downside? What should the person expect? What can be done? Like, how have you thrived in this field? Because I know you very well. I've been following you lately. That's why I had to bring you here. I see you go to shows, and it's easy to paint the picture that this guy is doing well. Because in this life, people only show you what they want you to see. Nobody shows you the bad side, though.
Yeah, definitely.
Understand? Nobody wants to show you. They just the good part alone. So what is it what do you think, what have you noticed? And be like, this is not a good thing. This is not a good thing, but still and still follow. So can you tell us more about that?
Okay. For me, I guess some of the challenges I've faced so far is, equipment wise, you agree with me that the gadgets for photography they are not being some.
If studio even give me this camera, I don't go come back here again. This camera they give me, I don't go come back here again. Sell out straight.
The challenge has been getting your own equipment.
Sure.
And I'll just say thanks to my boss that I work with, because he has always supported me.
Is he your mentor?
Kind of.
Okay.
In a way. You might not know it though, but
you don't need to know now.
Exactly. In a way, I look up to him in terms of photography and some basic
Shout out
life.
To you, Sai, wherever you are. He's a man now.
Yeah.
Shout out to you.
OMP. So some basic life. So, challenges like that are one of the things that I faced. Then two is, some of the big people up there, they see that you are trying to thrive, and they are like, okay, let's just hold back some things from them. I guess now I'm speaking generally. Now you have you have an opportunity to get out there. People won't naturally, Nigerians, the way we are not ready to support a small fish. What we do is every man for himself. I can categorically say that is what has brought us up to this point that we are in Nigeria now. Everybody is trying to save their own head and leaving others, forgetting that we are all humans.
Definitely.
If there's nothing stopping you from being successful and I being successful as well. It only makes that success.
The sky is enough for everybody.
Exactly, the sky is enough for every bird to fly, and it's good if we have more successful people around, because now everybody around you will definitely enjoy.
That's what people don't understand. If people are more successful around you, the burden over you would reduce, because this way you can just delegate to this.
Exactly, you decipher the job to different people, and it makes it wonderful,
like a network.
Now those are the challenges. Then I won't lie, the all nights, like even as I speak now,
I know I disturbed you. The way you were talking on the phone,
I have loads of jobs that are piling that I have not done, and I still have one on Sunday.
Wait, there's this thing that is common amongst like you people that are doing vocational stuff. Like, is it that if it's a fashion designer, graphic designer, photographer, there's always work. And people still go out. The work will be looking at you. People still go out and
money
you still go out. You have not finished that, you still go out. Time they bring your job, I'm active. You never finish.
I'm always active. I'm active. So that's just the thing,
But it's a good thing. It's a good problem.
It's
a good problem. Rather than not having anything.
Rather than not having anything. Because once you sit back, an idle man is the devil's workshop. Once you sit back and you feel idle, you get different things going on in your head. So it's always best you are occupied with something. And even when you're occupied with something, let your space be more occupied with God.
Okay.
So that's all I'll say about that. Let your space be more occupied with God, because God in the race is simple as that. It makes grace. Always.
Thank you for that. We're about to run up now. We don't have much time, but I want to ask you one trick question. I wanted to ask at the beginning, but I feel like it was too early. If you're given $1 million as salary, somebody presents the opportunity, okay, come and work for me. I'm giving $1 million as salary as an agricultural engineer and $1 million naira as a professional photographer. Which are we doing?
Let's have that. Let's have that
question. No. It has to be live. Choose one.
Ah, God.
$1 million. Okay. And let me make it fair. This $1 million naira for photography in the next 5 years, you'll be as big as Tio Abelo. But this $1 million, you will take it for at least 15 good years. You know how much $1 million is in naira?
Of course.
$1 million naira for photography. But in the next 5 years, you'll be as big as Tio Abelo. Which one would you pick? The money or the passion? Wait. Don't play saint. Your mind.
No. If I'm being fair and honest, I'll tell you the $1 million.
Take first.
But then the truth is, sometimes it's not just the money that should drive you.
Yeah.
There are a lot of things that I've learned in this photography business that I've learned that it's not the money that should be the drive. The truth is, in everything you do, you're always going to make money.
Definitely.
Why are we out here? Everybody's out there to
that is very powerful. In everything you do, you always make money.
You always make money. And money is meant to be made and be spent.
Exactly. Definitely.
Do you get me? So even if you make the whole money in the world at some point, you still notice that you are trying to make more money.
Exactly.
Why has Dangote not retired at this point? You can jolly well say he has a refinery and all that, and he should just be resting and enjoying the rest of it. But he's still out there, you get, making more money. So exactly, even Burna Boy had to sing about Dangote still find money. So definitely, why would I want to? It's not just about the money, because if the money is what drives you, you end up doing things, you end up being a slave to money. And that's what we find amongst youths of nowadays. They are so driven by money that they forget how to make ends meet with their own hands. Take, for example, you're on the street nowadays, you find a lot of, Egbon la, yellow. And most times when I go out, yellow, boss. And I'm like, dude, you get, you can actually, none of them comes close to you and be like, Egbon, I don't mind if you can teach me one or two things. I've never seen someone actually stop you and be like, bẹ́ẹ̀ iná ṣe ń dán yín, ṣé ó ní nǹkan tẹ́ ń ṣe tó jẹ́ pé to make sense? Mi ò ṣe yahoo, but they just want to get that money of that. I'm not fighting anyone now. I'm just trying to let you know how being driven by money can be a problem to, especially to youths of nowadays. They collect that 200 naira, and what are they going to buy? Once they cross the road, you see them buying probably Schnapps, what's it called, Chelsea. That 200 naira is gone. Now, the information they should have gotten, they didn't get it, and they are back to square one.
Definitely.
They are waiting for the next target of another 200 naira to survive them for the next, probably the next meal. And they keep living daily like that. Not wanting to learn one thing or the other that could actually make them earn 200,000. So you see where being driven by passion and being driven by money is different. So I hope that answers your question.
Definitely. Someone once said, I think it was online, it was like, not all money is good money.
True.
Not all money. You might be given a business you have, like, let's say, beyond your net worth. But at the end of the day, you might still end up in debt. That $1 million can still put you in trouble.
Sure.
You will see
definitely.
You understand? It depends, just management. So I think that answers my question. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Before I go, I want you to, say something to our audience. Face your camera over there and just a word of encouragement. Just like, if you know this moment, like, we'll put one background music there, like his friend, just say something to somebody out there.
Okay. If I was to say something to anyone.
Let me say, sorry. What's your mantra? Like, what's your word? Something that's kept you going. Sometimes you'll be down. You just remember one time, like, I can't give up. Those kind of things that motivate you. Say it to someone out there. Well, because I said that because some people might not be pursuing a career and vocation, might be going for a white collar job, but that same drive, whether it's a white collar job or there's one thing that's pushing everybody, you understand? A banker is going to work every day. Do you understand?
Sure.
He's trying to make ends meet. The same way you are also going. Something is pushing you. So what's that word you can tell someone out there, like, you understand, your mantra, like a word? Well,
they keep saying no place like home. But the truth is, I left home to save home. So
Holy Ghost fire!
that's
Come
what,
are you a pastor?
that's what has always kept me going. Like, every time I feel overwhelmed by work and all that, I just think about it that I didn't come here to joke. I didn't leave home just to make excuses for myself. And I just keep back to God that, God, you know why I left home. This is why I'm doing this. I need to be better at this, and I need to be good at this. I need to be someone at this. I need to be known for this. And to the glory of God, that has helped me.
Has helped you?
Yes, that's helped me.
That's good.
So I believe the first thing for me is, if I was to say anything, I'll say put God always.
I like the fact you're always putting this God factor in every conversation, because people tend to forget this thing about life. You know what? See, you just need to acknowledge the fact that some things are just, sometimes you'll be thinking when they say, connect to God, they're not saying, how will I say, they feel like, you want me to do this. It's just simply, like, simple acknowledgement goes a long way.
Yeah. I won't lie to you. They make it look like it's beans and rice to serve.
Exactly.
God. But I won't lie to you. There are sacrifices made. Now, I'm not going to go ahead and tell you sacrifices that I've done.
No, that's personal.
You get that's between
unless
me
you want
God.
To tell us.
But then, no. But then, like, I'm not saying it's going to be sweet or rosy serving God, or it's going to be all rosy running the race of life. No, I'm letting you know that with God, the race becomes very easy.
Yeah.
Because you are sacrificing for him. Definitely he's going to sacrifice. It works by give and take.
Mm-hmm.
So you get whatever you give is what you will get.
Yeah,
so I just believe,
very
put
thankful
God
for that. So please, you guys, it's all because of you guys were here. So before we go, you have a social media that you want like share. You're a business. All your details. Don't give us your phone number. People will stalk you. So your what?
So my Instagram handle is Moments with Ade. Moments with Ade.
These photographers.
Ade is ADEY.
Okay.
And then my name itself is Ade Short.
Mm-hmm.
So wherever you see Ade Short,
Ade Short with the short on
Ade Short, like SHOT. You get Ade Short.
Yeah,
so,
it's a very good person, like a very good photographer. I can testify to that. You understand? So thank you for coming today. You know, to be busy schedule, you make time for us.
For having me.
And guys, I still remain your humble. I feel like sometimes I'm not even the host anymore because the people I'm inviting me. There are people like I'm also learning from.
No, you're doing an awesome job.
That's it.
I was correct.
So thank you guys for tuning in today. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It's very. If you not do it, we'll not go forward. So please, I want you to just like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah.
And again, Happy New Year once more. This is 2025.
Yeah.
You know, life is good. You are alive. We hope to see what this country would give us, but God is bigger than this country. I'm my streamer, your host. Follow me on all social media platforms. TJ Redeem on Instagram, TikTok. Some of you have been responding to my videos. I'm seeing it. And like I said, our anonymous link will be out. It's already out. As you're watching this video, it's out on our bio, on our YouTube and TikTok. Just send us a message. Like the way I have him here now, you can just send a message just like you. Can you just help us treat? And it will give his own insight. You understand? It helps everybody. Everybody's happy. Everybody's staying winning. So have a blessed week and shalom. Peace.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.